This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Cousins on first down. And incomplete to open things up.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Steps away. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Throw left side on target to Thielen. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, trying to make a big play, and gave up a bigger one instead.
He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. K.J. Osborne there to make the grab. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point splits the uprights. And it's now a 7-0 game. That time a 6-play drive. And it's polished off by a Viking score. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here's Khalif Raymond to return. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now Goff. They'll find Williams on the slant. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play there on the catch and run.
Well, that's something that this defense is not going to be able to allow if they're going to have success here. They've got to be able to wrap up and get guys on the ground. They end up letting him get away, and it turns into a big play here early on. I can just see veteran observers of the game shaking their heads and talking about the dearth of tackling in the game today.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Goff. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Back to throw, Goff. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. A first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamal Williams, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. He'll buy some time right. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he spins through. And all the way down to the 35. A big play there for Minnesota.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, They don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
To throw again on second down, Cousins. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. Cousins now to throw on first down. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. This could possibly be a push-off. Looked like some hands both ways. They got it on the offense.
Sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the DB, and he knocked that one away. Might have caused an incompletion that could have been an interception.
Touchdown! Adam Thielen, 32 yards, and the Vikings have taken the lead. Joseph now to have the PAT. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. So that drive, 4 plays, and it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Khalif Raymond now. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
As that ball got away from him, and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Finding room to the 20. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
Now, those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. That'll go as a loss of 9, and it leads to third down.
I know that from down to down, you'll hop into different offensive formations and try and fool the defense and pick up some yardage. But going into field goal formation on second down and then running a fake off of it.
And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. Kirk Cousins with 3 touchdown passes now in the afternoon. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it's polished off by a Viking score. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Raymond now on the return. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency.
Swift is hit, and he coughs it up. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
The hit comes late. We saw it. There's your flag.
And we know that there's a guideline, right? Ball's gone. You get one step. If you're within one step of the quarterback, you can hit him as long as it's still done legally. But anything outside of that, looks like an extra step was involved.
And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. A lot of work to get away and outside of the pocket, but no actual yardage there on the catch. It's second down. To throw is Cousins. Pass incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Being chased out left. And this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the first down right near the 24. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a fourth down situation. Throwing is Cousins. That's going to be caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
What an excellent end result for them. But let's go back to the decision, first of all, to go for it all on fourth down. A lot of pressure on the quarterback's shoulders, but they knew he could handle it. Makes the right.
Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. It's a loss of 5 there on the sack to bring up second and goal. Steps away to his left. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. Down at the 2. Broke through the first contact, but ultimately stopped short of the goal line. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. A 3-yard touchdown pass, and the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So that drives 7 plays in length, and it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota. Raymond now on the return. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You'd better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
From the 41, Goff. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson.
Let's just make this one simple. Could he be any more open than he was on that play?
And they lost him going to the outside.
Hard to believe because you go through your accounting on each and every defensive snap. Who's got who, what defense you're in. That was totally a blown coverage.
Gone. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Goff. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this belongs to the Vikings.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game. And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Charles Harris. He's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss. On 2nd and goal. Cousins. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Kirk Cousins taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Vikings are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and a rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Raymond now on the return. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And we'll see what they want to do. Just 20 seconds remaining here before the half. And this one complete right side to Funchess.
Offside defense.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
A shotgun snap for Goff. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. On 1st and 10, Goff. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now it's Goff. This one complete to Devin Funchess. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. A final shot before break here. Goff. He's going to float this over the middle deep. So we've come to halftime, an abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. Raymond now on the return. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely, but you just have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
Touchdown, Detroit! DJ Chark, 59 yards. And the Lions come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And he returns this to the 22. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. A first down throw for Cousins. And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
He's got a man, complete. And he will take this into enemy territory as he's out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A big play there for Minnesota. Sliding out of the pocket. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion. And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
Well, to me, this leads to the question, do you admire the way he puts his body out there all the time, or do you think he should protect himself a little bit more?
Well, he's been on the ground several times with all those sacks that he's taken. So I don't know. I kind of admire him not sliding down there, don't you?
I'm with you on that one. The meter definitely leans towards admiration.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 2nd and goal from the 1. Cousins. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Mike Hughes came crashing in that time, got the sack. A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal. Rolling to his right. And he's going to go down again. Not what you wanted there. It goes as a sack and a loss of a yard, and now it's 4th and goal.
And it appears to me that someone's defensive coordinator is jockeying for a raise. A sack on 2nd and goal, a sack on 3rd and goal, now brings up a decision on 4th down.
Touchdown, Vikings! Dalvin Cook, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it's polished off by a Viking score. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Raymond now on the return. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. That catch good for only a couple. On 2nd down, Swift fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing on 3rd, Goff. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Goff on 1st down. Open man right side is St. Brown. And out of bounds right around the 20. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Out of the gun, Goff. His throw incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Desperation time for Goff on 4th. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Vikings pick up the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Michael Brocker's in on the stop. On second down, it's Cook again. And he's only able to work this from the 8 to the 10 for a pickup of 2.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
I liked his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs, because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. 4th down conversions this drive, now 3 for 3.
I'd love to get a look at his play chart right now, because he obviously has confidence in everything he has written down in terms of short yardage and going for it on 4th down.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On the jet sweep, here comes Jefferson. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Well, this and now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Cousins gives way to Cook. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. That's to Cook out of the backfield. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
And they take a knee. And they'll indeed take a knee. Two running plays, each lose a yard. They'll need to do much better now on 3rd and 12.